Well, Santa Claus has come early. Got the shut-off valves for the sink. They'll be in here somewhere because the sink's going to be here. I had to get more 90s because I ran out. But got the water heater here so I can start piping that in. Yeah. It's got this wall bracket thing, but I mean, I'm gonna have just that sheet plastic back here. I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise because the AC's right here. But I was trying to clean up a little bit, and then once this showed up, then trust me, this whole area was clear. I promise you. But yeah. Oh, and also got a bag of these here clips. So what I can do is I can start making these rigid, because the problem is, whoop, they got a little bow in them. I want them to be nice and straight. Nice and straight. Or as I would say in Espanol, plano y línea. Plano y línea. But yeah, so I'm gonna start piping this in, and we'll go from there. Good enough for government work. I measured incorrectly, but I got plenty of heckin' fittings over here to make up for it. Yeah, so that's about it. So I think I'll have the water lines coming off of here, and then go straight to the sink. So there's going to be a cabinet right on the edge of that cabinet here, and I think a little bit more over, but the sink will be in between these two members here, so that water line will be able to connect up. Except I think the sink that I have, either way, it should be fine. That it'll just mount up hunky-dory, no problems. Yeah. Yep. Also, adding more lines in here. Hello. This would be for the light. This one, I'm gonna have a fan here because it's awfully stuffy in here. I mean, I'm getting airflow because there's a big hole there. There's a hole there. There's still water leaking from this. So I need to seal the roof. Something annoying, Amazon had some Prime Day deals, and there was a 400 watt solar panel kit that I had saved that had like a 15-20% off, something like that. And I was like, that's a heckin' deal. And I went to buy it, and the seller canceled it and removed the whole listing. And I'm not happy about it because it was like a really good deal. The reviews were good, and they just scammed me. Except it wasn't really a scam. It was kind of like an emotional scam. I got emotionally scammed. But yeah. So having a fan here, having it in this area, so when I have the sheet on top of it, it'll be clean. It'll be clean. But I think in terms of wiring, I have. So this will be for the lighting that comes across here. The wiring there, speaker wire, all of this. So, like this one here will be for the under cabinet lighting under here. And yep, this one here, also under cabinet lighting. What I'll do is ultimately label them. The idea is to have the switch panel here. So all of these will feed into the switch panel. The switch panel will be controlled by Arduino. So there will be relays. And so you'll press it, lights turn on, press again, lights turn off. Simple circuitry. And what that'll allow me to do is when I have my inter motorhome AI setup, I can connect that switch panel, the Arduino, have it connect to the in-vehicle AI that will allow me to do voice controls. So again, I think too much. I have big ideas, big aspirations, and I want to make it happen. Again, this is not for resale, right? I'm making this because I want to make it the way that I want to make it. I've got big ideas that I want to implement into it, and kind of, sort of, this is like a trial run for getting a full-size house, right? So, like plumbing, electrical, all of this automation, right? Having like an AI controlled lighting system. That's what I would like to do in my house. Have like what I plan on having here is as a standalone unit, so I can still control the lighting without there being internet connection. So there's none of that, you know, the NSA spying on me because I'm some sort of big government asset that the NSA needs to care about me. If you're worried about the government listening to you and spying on you, what makes you so special? Think about that. The government doesn't care about you. No, the government doesn't care about me either. I mean, I've had some questionable internet searches that may have put me on the list, but what am I going to do, huh? What am I going to do? Nothing. The government doesn't care. Any hoozles, I think I'm going to call it. But next time, which will be, today's my Friday, so I get off tomorrow morning at 6:30, and I'll be going straight to church. But tomorrow night I will I'll come back here and start doing instalación. So closing these up, I've got some questions about behind these panels, and I might pull them out and replace them. I mean, I've got a full other sheet of this stuff, so it's really going to be no big deal. And then also, since I have the wiring here almost completely done, what I can start doing is putting the inch-thick insulation in here and truly put to test the AC unit and how much it handles here. It was overcast all day today, and this cooled down the motorhome in like 30 minutes. So from like probably 80-degree ambient temperature inside, maybe more, I'll say 90, I'll be optimistic. I cooled it down in 30 minutes, and the compressor would turn on and off as needed, so it's functioning really nicely. And it's been, I do have to move air around a bit. Like if you sit in the cab area, it's very stagnant. The air doesn't move around there. But I have a plan for some strategically placed fans to keep air moving around, keeping a nice little cyclone in here essentially, because this is going to be over here. And I ran into a bit of conundrum that I was dealing with the last time I was here. That's why I didn't record anything. That I'm going to have a ventilation duct that comes up here and an auxiliary fan that's going to move air, and I'll have a vent so it'll blow air this way. I'll have a fan that'll move air up through there, move air down through there, and keep a nice cyclone in here. And then, as I'd mentioned, the fan here to just kind of, you know, just keep air moving through this. No big deal. I think I might have it switch controlled. So let's say you turn on the bathroom light, the fan will turn on at the same time. I might do that, I might not. Oh, also, hey, it's me again. The sliding door, right? I mentioned doing a sliding door here just for the sake of space. You know, you're not opening the door out here and, you know, that sort of dizzle. So sliding rail here. I was kind of, I was having a problem with how to go about the latching system. Mind you, like, I don't need to lock the door because it's just me here. Am I going to be worried about the dog opening the door while I'm doing the duty, you know, going to the bathroom? No, that dog doesn't care. Besides, it's sliding door. Dogs don't care. So what I'm going to do is have just a handle to slide it. Essentially what I've been looking at is one of those bathroom pole handles, because I like the way it looks. Again, it's my life. I can do whatever I want. This is my place. I can do what I want. But instead of having a latch mechanism, neodymium magnets, right? Now hear me out. I can do it two ways, right? I can have one magnet that holds it closed, and then I can have a magnet that acts as a spring. So you have two magnets that oppose each other, and having it here, so as you slide it, boop, boop, it'll bounce off of that because those magnets oppose each other, right? I know. Duke Manley, scientific brain here, having big ideas. But yeah, just having something where it'll be held closed with a magnet. Boop, open it up, enter in, beep, and then it'll latch that way. And then I am kind of going back and forth with the idea of maybe having like a door switch mechanism that will turn the light on, but I probably won't. There's no need for that. Besides, I might be have it open here again. Magnets on this side too. Have it open, and I might be cutting my hair here because I don't want to stand in here, and I could cut my hair in here. Things you got to think about. I've been talking for 10 minutes straight, man. Without further ado, appreciate you for watching. All 100 of you, whether you've made it to this point. If you have made it to this point in the video, leave a comment down below telling me what you had for breakfast this morning. Alright, stay rusty.